Welcome, friends. We are your hosts, Sandy and Wade, baby best friends turned husband and wife and business partners.
This podcast is for the dreamers, the movers and shakers, and those who seek to attract their dream life.
Strap in. Getting magnetic in 3, 2, 1.
Like attracts like. If you see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand.
You just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. And then from that point, the universe is going to get out your way.
This moment in time, this is your time to rise.
Happy Wednesday, Magnetic fam. I wanted to start out this episode expressing such gratitude for you all, everyone out there listening. It has been so incredible, Sandy and I doing this podcast and being able to connect with all you guys. I mean, so many people are listening to the episodes. You're posting them on social media. You're tagging us. We get to connect, direct messages, go back and forth with you guys. And I needed to take a quick second and just express immense gratitude for you. And I'm so grateful. And I am ready for today's episode. Today's actually going to be a solo episode with just me, Wade. We're still going to get magnetic. And I promise you, I'm going to deliver the heat today. I'm bringing the heat. It's going to be fiery. You might want to save this episode and then go work out right afterwards because you're going to be feeling on fire. And today's episode is brought to you by the 90-Day Habits Journal, the #1 journal for the network marketing professional. This journal will help you create great business habits. It will focus on 60 minutes of daily focus for mindset, daily affirmations, daily check-off and to-do lists, and track follow-ups, reach-outs, and build your network and ultimately build your business. We know business works in 90-day cycles. We're about to start a new year. Let's start it off on fire. Let's build strong business habits with the 90-Day Habits Journal. Check out the 90-Day Habits Journal at 90dayhabitsjournal.com. On today's episode, I am fired up. I actually had an opportunity to deliver a training at a leadership retreat in Vail earlier this year. And the training was on a championship mindset. And I've revisited it and I was like, I got to share this. I got to share this on getting magnetic. So I'm really, really excited to bring this training to you guys today because it's helped me in my life. And I think it can help you guys as well. You know, 2020 has been a tumultuous, different year. We've had to adapt. We've had to grow. There's a lot of change. It's been pretty crazy, right? But Sandy and I say, and we'll say it over and over, how you end something is how you start the next. So how you end a day, a week, a month, a year, how you end 2020, there's 2 days left, is how you start 2021. So let's start 2021 on fire together. Let's start 2021 with a championship mindset. A question I've often and repeatedly asked myself throughout life is what separates a champion from the average? What are the qualities, habits, and values that set apart a champion from everybody else? And in my quest for that answer and the relentless study of champions, I found concrete patterns in the habits of champions that I've personally worked to model and duplicate. Success leaves clues, right? Follow them. You see successful people in your life, you see someone you look up to in marriage, in business, in health, in fitness, in anything. Guess what? Their success, it leaves clues. Follow them, be around them. Jim Rohn, one of my greatest mentors, the late, great Jim Rohn, always said, you are the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with most. Are you surrounding yourself with epic people who are looking to grow and do big things in life and who have big vision for their life? Or are you surrounding yourself with 5 broke, negative people? Because guess what? I think Debbie Neal said this. If you are, you'll be the 6th. So success leaves clues. Today, I want to talk to you all about building a championship mindset. Do I have it all figured out? No. A champion mindset is ever evolving. It's always growing. And I want to walk you through 8 values that separate a champion from everybody else. You know, today we're going to really lay the foundation for that success because this life, it begins and ends in our mind. And the foundation of your life, your business, anything, it all starts with developing the mindset of a champion. Because you can have success, you can gain a title, You can make $1 million, you can get married, but if you don't have the mindset of someone who deserves the success, the marriage, the mindset of someone who holds that title, the mindset of a millionaire, it won't sustain. So you've got to develop that mindset first. You have to become that person first in your mind to really keep the success that you have. So let's dive into the 8 values it takes to build a champion mindset. The first, and I think maybe the most important, probably the most important, is vision. A champion has crystal clear vision on where they are going. Vision is the genesis of all greatness, because only by knowing precisely where you want to go will the path unfold for you. So write that last chapter first. When you write the last chapter first and you wake up and you align yourself towards that vision every day, you set yourself on fire. Only those that can see the invisible can do the impossible. It's in our outro, and it's so true. Only those that can see the invisible can do the impossible. And some people around you, maybe even yourself, think that whatever is on your heart, whatever that dream or that goal is, that dream life, it seems or it feels like an impossible task. I'm here to tell you it's not. There's evidence of success all around you. There's abundance all around you. You just have to look for it. You have to open your mind to it. You have to have the vision for it. But for you to do what feels like the impossible, you have to see the invisible first. In the intro, if you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. You have to see it before it's there. You have to envision yourself living the life you truly desire. You have to believe it. Visualize what it feels like, what the road looks like to get there. I actually want to break into story. So let's see. July of 2019, I was still working full-time, but I was working after hours. I was working full-time in finance. I had partnered with Sandy in business and was working after hours on our business, on our entrepreneurship business, on our health and wellness business. And we were on a cruise. I was on a week off on vacation, and I actually won. I got entered in somehow. My family entered me into this dance competition on the cruise, and I ended up winning it, or some lip sync battle. That's what it was. And I won it, and it was hilarious because I'm lip sync battling in front of thousands of cruise mates. And as a part of it, I won a steak dinner. So Sandy and I were out at a nice steak dinner on the ship, and we started talking about, okay, our business that we're working together, our health and wellness business. We started talking about goals and what's next. And we had yet to achieve, the highest level of success in the business. We were one step away from it. So we started talking about, okay, when are we doing this? And Sandy is a visionary, right? So Sandy is like, I want to do it next month. And I'm like, I'm the rational brain, the mathematics, the finance guy, the numbers guy. And I'm like, what, next month? Like, babe, that would be doubling our business overnight. Doubling our business we've worked over a year on. You want to double it overnight? She's like, yeah, I guess if you want to go into the numbers, sure. I'm like, babe, that's not happening. That would take a miracle. Like that would be crazy. And she's like, babe, I don't care how. I was like, we'd have to do this and that and this and that. And I started like trying to unfold the path. I'm like, it doesn't make sense. And she goes, I don't care about the how. And at one point she's like, do you believe in magic? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And I kid you not, we're now in a fight. We're in a fight over business goals and on the cruise at the steak dinner table. And there's not really many people around us. It's pretty spread out. I kid you not, amidst this, a mysterious looking man dressed in all black walks up to our table. And I look up and he just says, do you believe in magic? And I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, I mean, now I do, because Sandy had literally just said, I said it would take magic to double our business and hit the goal that we were trying to hit in the next month. And so when he said that, I'm like, what is happening right now? And I go, yeah, I guess now I definitely do. And he takes a quarter and he says, see this? And he holds it right in front of me and he goes behind my ear and he snaps and he pulls a $50 out. So he essentially turned a quarter into a $50. He doubled the value of that money. We had to double the value of our business. Sandy asked me if I believed in magic, or I said it would take magic to do it. And I took that as a sign. The universe, God, anyone, Buddha, I don't know who, someone was sending me a sign. And from that day on, I believed. I let go of how it was going to happen, but I had vision for where we were going. I didn't know how we were going to get there, but I knew where we were going. And we woke up every day and committed to that vision. Sometimes it takes that sign. Sometimes, but you got to be open and looking for it. You got to be open and aware to see it. So a champion has perfect clarity on where they are going. The average drifts along. And let me go back to that story. Guess what? We didn't hit the goal the next month. We didn't, but we got a lot closer than we would have. And what happened the month after? Our business absolutely exploded. We blew past the goal. It was crazy. I couldn't believe it. It was magic, but it was a commitment from us too. We were waking up every day, believing for that and moving towards it and pairing our actions with it. So while that champion has perfect clarity in where they're going, the average drifts along, hoping they land where they would like to. Cast a vision for your life, for your business, for your marriage. Make it crystal clear, and then move towards that vision every day, no matter what. The second value, decide. Every champion has had a moment in life where they decided. Sandy and I like to refer to it as a decided heart. You must have a decided heart if you want to succeed at whatever you do. And you may have already made that decision. You may have a decided heart. I want you to decide today to commit or recommit to your decision to play full out towards your dreams or your goals, towards your desired life. Because if you don't, you're simply being selfish. You were meant to live an awesome life. And your life, your legacy, it's not just about you. It's bigger than you. It's impacting your family. It's impacting those small eyes that may be watching you. It's impacting your friends. It's impacting everyone around you. How you show up in this world, there's a ripple effect. What's your ripple effect going to be? It's more than just yourself. It's bigger than you. So make the decision to do what it takes to become a champion. We all have potential, right? We got to live up to our potential. One of my deepest fears is living a mediocre or an average life, is living a complacent life, being at the end of my life, being 105 with my great-grandchildren in my lap, on a rocking chair, on the porch, looking out onto the ocean, and just telling them stories about life and thinking, dang, why didn't I go for that? In the moment, it seems scary, but why didn't I go for it? I don't want to be haunted by the ghosts of my potential, so go for it. Every success starts with a decision. Not wanting something and being okay falling short, deciding that this is where I am going. Because a decision is the match that sets us on fire. And people follow people with conviction who know exactly where they are going. Success chases those on fire. When you see someone on fire, you're like, whoa, I want to watch that, or I want to be around it, or oh my gosh, it's like enthralling. And guess what? If I want to build a 7-figure business, that's a goal of mine. The journey, it's not going to be easy. If it was easy, everyone would do it. Daily action, hurdles, rejection, silence, small victories, that's not what sets me on fire. The end result, building the business, building freedom for my family, building a legacy, building a life of impact, helping others get to where they want to be is what sets me on fire. So the first steps in building a champion mindset are vision and clarity on where you're going, and then making a decision that you're going to do it by any means. Shut the back door on quitting. The only way to fail is to quit. What does making a decision look like? It's the ability to stay loyal to what you said you were going to do long after the mood you set it in has left you. A decided heart should not just be about setting a goal, but by living by a standard. A goal is something you reach. A standard is something you live by. A true decision means burning the ships. Have you guys heard that story? The burning the ship story? I'm going to retell it. In 1519, there was a Spanish explorer, conquestor, I don't even know what to call him, Hernando Cortez. And he decided that he wanted to sail to the Yucatan and fight the Aztecs. He took 500 soldiers with him and 100 sailors. They landed 11 ships on the shore of the Yucatan. And despite he had a pretty large army under his command, he was vastly outnumbered by a huge, powerful Aztec empire that had been around for 600 years. So when they landed, his men were like, sir, we are way outnumbered. We're surely going to die. We've got to retreat. We've got to sail back. What did he say? He said, absolutely not. And what did he do? How did he rally them? He went to his right-hand man and he said, burn the ships. And his right-hand man was like, sir, what do you mean? What are you talking about? He said, burn the ships. Burn any option of retreat. Because there is no option B. We are going to fight and die here as heroes, or we're going to conquer them. We're going to win. When you take away the option of quitting or retreating, you are that much more committed. You have a decided heart. Because retreat is easy when you have the option, when you have the plan, be like, I'm going to go for it, but if it doesn't work out, I can fall back on this. No, burn the ships. And guess what happens? They went on, they burned the ships. They didn't have an option of retreating. They went on to win that battle, vastly outnumbered. Because that's the power of the decided heart. And the ships in our life, they're excuses, they're limiting beliefs, they're anything that would hold you back from reaching your vision. So burn them all, burn the ships, make becoming a champion the only option. There is no option B because you shut the back door and quitting. Burn the ships. Third value, consistency. Everything you want in life is on the other side of consistency. A championship mindset, a championship body, a championship marriage, a championship business. It's all on the other side of consistency. Your daily habits and standards. Anchor your actions in greatness so that on a daily basis, you produce nothing less than your very best. It's not what we do once in a while that shapes our lives. It's what we do consistently. If you sincerely want to change your life, raise your standards. Because what changes people's lives is when their shoulds become their musts. Not, I should go for that run. I should eat healthy. I should start the new year, eating healthy. And speaking of that, let me go off track for a second here. Sandy and I are putting together an epic 30-day clean eating program to start the new year on fire. There's nothing better than feeling good, than feeling high energy, than feeling like a heightened version of yourself. And I've realized, how do you do that? It's through nutrition. It's through being healthy. It's through being vital. There's nothing better than that feeling. We're putting together a huge accountability group to do a 30-day clean eating program starting in January. And I want you to get in on it with us. We're going to do it. Come do it with us. If you're interested in joining us for a 30-day clean eating program, it's going to be epic. Send Getting Magnetic a DM. Be like, hey, I want to join you for that. But anyways, back to championship mindset. Champions, they're molded by their daily action. They master the mundane. They're willing to do consistently what 99% of people won't do. If I walk into a room or when I did the Veil training or anything, I can look around the room and I can see who has a standard that, let's say, they're a fit individual. I can look around the room and see who works out 4 or 5 times a week. And I'm not saying that's of the utmost importance. I'm just using it as an example. I can tell by the way they look. Being fit and healthy is a standard for them. They don't have a goal in January of getting fit and going to the gym for 3 weeks and then giving up. No, it's a standard. It's not an option. It's just how they live. It's not a goal, it's a standard. So some of you may have a standard that you're an incredible parent or spouse or will do anything for your loved ones. Evaluate your standards in your life, in your family, in your business, in your marriage. What are your musts? Do you commit to daily musts? Is personal growth a standard of yours? Is reading, is listening to podcasts, is being around mentors or people that you want to emulate parts of their life, is that a standard of yours? When you change your standards, you change your life. The fourth value, grit. What is grit? I think grit is having the courage to push through no matter what the obstacles are, because it's worth it. Grit is sticking with your future, the vision for your life, day in, day out. And not just for the week, not just for the month of January, but for years. Grit says until. I will network, I will reach out to, I will have conversations, I will add value to others until I reach that destination. And the great thing about until is it's always growing. Once you reach the destination, you don't rest on your laurels. You realize now it's my duty to expand my impact, to grow my business, to help others get to the very same place, whatever it is. I asked a large group of leaders once to share their top 3 things that separates a champion, and grit was the number one answer. So I want you to ask yourself, if life hits you hard, are you going to take that opportunity to stop? Or are you going to dig in? Are you going to lean into your why you're doing whatever it is you want to do? Because like I said, this isn't about you. It's bigger than you. Stopping is being selfish. Lean into personal growth. Lean into developing yourself. I'll tell you, the average person takes the opportunity to give up, to stop, to rest. They take it. Whether that's in a workout and you're like, oh, this is burning. Oh my gosh, I have an opportunity to stop. Oh, let's do it. Or if something's getting hard in marriage or in your relationship and you're like, oh my gosh, that's so hard. It might be easier just to stop than to work through it. Or in business, it's like, whoa, it started out like fun and now it's hard. Oh my, I'm getting so much rejection. This is hard. The average person takes those opportunities just to stop. A champion uses that opportunity as fuel to keep going. And oftentimes, people give up right before their breakthrough, right before their miracle. So don't give up. There's something amazing on the other side of hard. The 5th value is relentlessness. What is relentlessness? When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, that's when you'll be successful. I got to shout out my guy, Eric Thomas, one of my mentors, digital mentors. He doesn't know me yet, but he will. He introduced me to this story. And I'm going to break into story again to tell you guys, show you guys what relentlessness really is. So there was this guy, he showed up and he showed up to this guru, right? And he said, man, I want to be successful. I want to be successful. And the guru says, you want to be successful? He goes, yeah, real bad. I want to make money. I want to be successful. Guru says, you want to be successful? Meet me at the beach tomorrow at 4 a.m. He was like, the beach? I'm talking about making money. I'm trying to be successful. What do you mean the beach? He says, you want to be successful? Meet me at the beach at 4 a.m. So next day comes, the guy wakes up. He gets dressed in his suit. He dresses for the job that he wants, the success that he wants. He shows up to the beach in his suit. The guru says, come with me. Guru takes his hand, starts walking into the water. Meanwhile, the guy's like, what are we doing? What does this have to do with being successful? Guru walks up. They walk up. They're about chest high in the water, in the ocean. Guru takes the guy's head, dunks him underwater. Guy starts scrambling a bit. He lets him up. Guru says, what do you want? He said, to be successful. Guru takes the guy's head, dunks him underwater again, holds him a little longer. The guy starts fidgeting a bit. He lets him up. The guru says, what do you want? And the guy says, to be successful, sir. Guru takes the guy's head, dunks him under. This time he holds him under and holds him under. And the guy starts really fighting, and he holds him under. and he's fighting. He holds him under a little bit longer. And just before the guru felt like the guy was going to, give up, he lets him up. And the guy takes a gasp for air. And the guru says, "What do you want?" And he said, "To breathe, sir," between gasps. The guru says, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, that's when you'll be successful. So think about whatever it is you want in life, whether it's in business, whether it's a partner, how bad do you want it? Do you want it as bad as you want to breathe? Do you want to start a family as bad as you want to breathe? When you do, you'll mold a path to where you want to go. Because the average person asks, "Can I do it?" A champion asks, "How can I do it?" While the average person says, "I can't," a champion finds a way. The sixth value, thoughts. Your thoughts are the architects of your destiny. We become what we think about all day long. So channel that power, the power of the mind, the power of thought, and harness it towards the destiny that you desire. I remember hearing a friend drop a stat that 80% of our thoughts are negative and 90% are repetitive. That's a lot of compounding negativity. So what if we flipped the script? What if we filled our minds with thought that gave us life and energy and hope? The amazing thing about thoughts too is that thoughts become words, become actions. When we have a repeated thought, we consciously and subconsciously work to make it come true. So we got to start thinking, what are your thoughts? Are they negative? Are you compounding negativity? Or are they positive? Are they empowering? Because you decide. You've probably seen it and heard and in previous episodes, in the Miracle Morning episode, we covered it, but affirmations have played a huge part in Sandy and my life because that is our programming of our conscious and subconscious mind of what we want to affirm, reaffirm, that we either have yet or we don't. Things that we want in our life. So I'm going to go into some of my affirmations. I got my affirmations cards right here, just to give you guys an example. And I know Sandy has done this on a prior episode. I am an exceptional husband. I am an amazing father. I am an incredible leader. I'm surrounded by abundant opportunities that I'm taking advantage of. I'm exactly where I need to be. I am present. I am a world changer. I am changing the world. I am building a legacy. I love my abundant life. I give back. I am open to creative solutions. I am making over $50,000 per month by the end of 2020. You guys, we also have to get specific. That one, we're working towards it. And you know what? We might not hit it, but guess what? I have a specific vision in my mind. I affirm it every day and I actively work towards it. I have a specific goal. That way I can measure against it. I am a money magnet. Money flows easily and freely to and through me. Cameron, which I've always had a vision, back to vision, of naming my firstborn child Cameron, even before I knew Sandy was going to be my wife. But one, affirmation I have is Cameron is happy, healthy, and flourishing. Cameron's not even here yet, but I'm affirming that. Sandy and I are living in Switzerland before Cam is born. I am an Ironman. I just signed up for an Ironman in July of 2021, actually in Switzerland. So anyways, those are some of my affirmations. I got a whole host of more, but affirmations are so powerful. I urge you, if you don't have any, get some. In the morning, look at yourself in the mirror, even if it's 5 affirmations, 1 affirmation, if it takes 5 minutes, 1 minute, 20 seconds, whatever it is, I encourage you to do them. You'll feel empowered and amazing after. And your thoughts are the architects of your life, of your destiny. The 7th value, failure. Get familiar with failure. What is failure? What even is it? Failure doesn't even exist. The late, great Kobe Bryant, another mentor of mine, I was listening into a mindset video of his. He actually has a lot of great content on YouTube of just talk about the mindset of a champion. Kobe Bryant has it in spades. But they asked him, what's failure to you? And he said, failure? Failure doesn't even exist. Because you don't fail if you learn from it, if you learn from the experience and you decide to keep going. The only way you truly fail is to quit. If you stumble, if you miss the shot, if someone burns you, if you bomb a presentation, if you go for a goal and fall short again and again, and trust me, Sandy and I have, it's not failure, it's learning lessons. And sometimes it takes time to realize the lesson, but as long as you keep going, it will never actually be failure. So get comfortable with failure. Learn to seek failure, because that means you're growing. I can promise you, successful people, champions, they've failed a lot more times than the average person. And when I say failed, that means they fell down. But guess what? They got back up again. The final value number 8, growth. A champion never stops growing. They never stop evolving. They don't win the championship and rest. It motivates them. It inspires them to be even better, to reach new heights, to think, whoa, do I have more in me? Because if we're not growing, we're dying. Humans, I think we need growth in our life. So commit to a lifetime of learning, a lifetime of growth. Never settle for where you're at, because there's always a better you on the horizon. I promise you that. Show up. Show up for yourself, for your family, for your business. Read. Guys, readers are leaders. The average CEO reads over 50 books a year. All of my mentors, all the greats, I can guarantee they read much more than the average person. Because you know what? A book is someone's life experiences and learning lessons and mentorship wrapped up into a nice, 2, 3, 5, 10-hour read, 10-hour package. How amazing is that? And speaking of, you guys, I know we can't always read. We aren't always in a position to. Let's say we're driving. You might be listening to this podcast right now while you're driving. Obviously, we can't read while we're driving, but that's why I also love Audible. Sandy and I love Audible. And you know what? We listen to Audible while we read, because it stimulates the audio and the visual. And we actually realize we retain it more. But also, if I'm going on a road trip, I'll pop an Audible book on. It's incredible. Actually, one of the most recent ones I listened to was Relentless. Speaking of relentlessness, Relentless by Tim Grover. And we actually have an opportunity for you. If you go to audibletrial.com/gettingmagnetic, you can get a free 30-day trial to Audible and listen to whatever books you want. Incredible. Anyways, back to that. Definitely get to reading. Try out Audible. It's epic. But coming back to reading and personal development and growth, work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Another quote by the late, great Jim Rohn, one of the best business philosophers of all time, in my opinion. Work harder on yourself than you do on your job. When I understood that concept and started to practice it, it changed my life. Because normal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. It will make you a life. I've experienced that firsthand. I went to business school. I got the degree. I got my master's degree in finance. I got the normal education. I might have gotten even a little higher education than normal. It made me a living. I was able to land a 6-figure finance job, career I could have grown in. Didn't make me a life. Probably wasn't going to make me a fortune. You know what's totally changed my life? Self-education, self-development, personal growth, reading, surrounding myself with mentors, hiring a coach. Shout out the Unsworths from episode 5. Go back and listen to that. That's an absolutely incredible episode. Life on Fire. I hired a coach to help me build a business, to help me build my mindset. Self-education will make you a fortune. Pick up the book, do the course, hire the coach, find the mentor, surround yourself with amazing people, and never stop growing. A champion never stops growing. So with all of this said, you have 8 values to head into 2021 to build a championship mindset. with all of this said, being a champion, it's really a state of mind. It starts and ends in the mind. So develop your mind into that of a champion, and everything you ever dreamed of will be within your reach. You are a champion. Now go out and live into your potential. Woo! I think I might have to work out after that episode. I'm feeling on fire. I hope you guys are too. Hey, maybe you channel that, use that. Go get a killer workout in. Go do something epic. And if you found value in today's episode, I want to ask you to share it. Share it with someone you think, or 5 people or 10 people that you think could value from it. We love, I said in the beginning, connecting with you guys on social media. We are so grateful for you guys sharing these episodes, commenting on it. You know, we love going back and forth with you. So if you got value, share the episode, and do me a favor. Maybe share it on social media. Tag Getting Magnetic in it. Tag Sandy Claus 7 or Wellness with Wade or all of us. And go to Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen. If you listen on Apple Podcasts, if you could give us a rating and a review, that would mean the world to us. And subscribe to it. Then you're going to get notified every time something new's coming out. And guess what? There is something new coming out. I had an idea. I had a vision for what I want to call Freestyle Friday, and just start releasing, short episodes. They might be 5, 7, 10 minutes. Who knows? We'll see. But just short, quick hit episodes on mindset or on something to add value to you guys. And we're going to talk about goal setting. We're going to talk about setting goals for 2021, how to, what to. There's going to be a call to action, and we're going to go from there. So I'm excited to connect with you guys there. And don't forget, we are going to start out 2021 on fire with an epic 30-day clean eating program. If you want to join that, send Sandy or I or Getting Magnetic a DM, and we'll connect there. Look forward to catching you guys next time. Only those that can see the invisible can do the impossible.
So remember, you are magnetic.